Once again, it's time to book another episode of Total Extreme Wrestling 2020. This is the Invasion era. This is week 3 of June. I'm going to be wanting Monday Night Raw. This is kind of the first show of the rebuilding era since WWE fell to medium after the previous SmackDown, but at least I won't be dinged for not having enough hot storylines going on. So let's run the show and see how things go. In a pre-show bout that had little heat and embarrassing wrestling, Kai and Tai defeated Blitzkrieg and Luke Hawx when Taka Michinoku pinned Luke Hawx with the Michinoku Driver 2. This got 35. Luke Hawx seemed off his game. In a pre-show bout that had little heat and embarrassing wrestling, Molly Holly defeated Jamie Keys by pinfall with the Molly Go Round. This got a 25. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Raven defeated Dean Malenko by pinfall with the Pile Driver. This got a 60. Edge and Christian are standing backstage talking to one another. Christian goes, "So it's official. At King of the Ring, Diamond Dallas Page will team with Shane McMahon when he takes on us." And Edge goes, "Those two Weekazoids don't stand a chance when they take on us. Don't they know the track record of what we did to other teams like the Hardy Boys and the Dudleys?" And Christian goes, "Obviously not. Maybe they'll see what a mistake they made when we take out Too Cool tonight." And Edge goes, "DDP, Shane, I hope you're watching, because we have been embarrassing DDP for weeks, and at King of the Ring, we're also going to embarrass Shane McMahon. Just like previous weeks, WCW doesn't stand a chance." And this got a 57. So Edge and Christian are in the ring about to compete. Before the match, DDP and Shane McMahon come down to the ringside area, apparently scouting their future opponents. Edge and Christian do not look happy about it and appear somewhat distracted. This got 44. In about that had good heat and decent wrestling, Edge and Christian defeated Grandmaster Sexay and Scotty 2 Hotty when Christian made Scotty 2 Hotty submit. This got a 58. Edge and Christian showed excellent chemistry teaming together. So Vince McMahon comes to the ring by himself. He goes, "For those who missed SmackDown, I made an offer to a wrestler who I feel would fit right in with the WWF, and that wrestler is named Mike Awesome. Now, I know he is here tonight, so I was wondering if he would come out and answer me. Do you want to stay in a company that embarrassed you, or a company where you could thrive?" So Mike Awesome comes out to the ring, and he says, "I made a choice." Vince McMahon puts his hand out, but Awesome does not put out his. When Vince McMahon takes his hand back, Mike Awesome smiles and puts his hand. When Vince goes to shake Mike Awesome's hand, Mike Awesome instead slaps Vince and gives him an awesome bomb. Mike Awesome then takes the microphone. "Is my answer clear?" And then just walks off. So Mike Awesome is not joining Team WWF. This got a 49. Not as much as Hud. Not as doing as well as I'd hoped. A video plays hyping Sean O'Haire and Chuck Palumbo taking on the Dudley Boys. This got a 55. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Sean O'Haire and Chuck Palumbo defeated the Dudleys when Chuck Palumbo made Bubba Ray Dudley submit to a torture rack, and this got a 53. The Dudleys showed excellent chemistry teaming together. Val Venus and Ivory attacked Steve Blackman and Trish Stratus backstage. This got 21. The crowd didn't think anything in this angle was interesting. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Buff Bagwell and Canyon defeated the Hardy Boys when Buff Bagwell made pinned him, Jeff Hardy, after a yellow jacket suplex. This got a 54. Hardys have excellent chemistry teaming together. Jeff Hardy and Lita have great chemistry. Booker T is standing backstage. Booker T goes, "Once again, you're WCW World Heavyweight Champion and WCW United States Champion. Booker T is here, but where's my challenge at King of the Ring? Where's Kane? Has the monster gotten lost permanently? For weeks, I've been expecting him to make a move, and the only move he has made is the one that made him missing. Are you going to do the same when you have an opportunity at King of the Ring? You have a WCW World Title match, but you're probably not going to show up, which is pathetic. You know, if you do show up at King of the Ring, you will be proven for the fraud you are. Now, can you dig that, sucker? And this got a 64. In a bout that had great heat and decent wrestling, William Regal defeated Taz by submission with the Regal stretch. During the match, we also had Chyna run in and attack Regal. So Chris Jericho is backstage. Chris Jericho goes, I am so excited for SmackDown this week because that is when Buff Bagwell will have his quarterfinal King of the Ring match. I can't wait, and Buff, I will be in the front row because I already have my ticket. Buff, I wish you the best of luck on SmackDown because you will need it, and I will be watching. Because if you lose, it will be proven you are just an obnoxious loudmouth. What happens if you lose this match when I am watching? What happens if you have your chance to advance to the King of the Ring pay-per-view and you choke? What will happen to you then? And this got a 61. In a bout that had fantastic heat and great wrestling, Kurt Angle defeated Bradshaw by submission with an ankle lock. So Kurt Angle and Bradshaw have great chemistry, and it showed. Kurt Angle has advanced. I already know with the brackets that means Triple H and Kurt Angle will meet in the semifinals, and this got a 75. The two-man power trip attacked The Undertaker backstage, leaving him 2-on-1, leaving him out. Uh, Performance of Austin was fantastic. Triple H looked good. Triple H and Stephanie have great chemistry. Crowd didn't find it interesting, and this got a 62. Wow, this match did not do well. In a bout that had fantastic heat and decent wrestling, Big Show defeated Chris Benoit by pinfall with a choke slam. This got a 54. Okay, so Kurt Angle and Bradshaw was like the only redeeming match that scored in the green. But what was the final grade for the show? 60 made us lose popularity, and so let's see what TSN was unhappy. WWF RAW got a 1.87. Drug test fees and Aguila has been requested to bring, and I already had to move Raw and SmackDown from their real time slot to a late night just so I had a chance of getting the overall score. So I don't know why. I don't know why it failed. I thought the card was going to do much better. Incident involving Raven, hard drug user. Send him to rehab. Also, Trish Stratus was fined for causing damage to Deborah's rental car. She is not happy that I fined her. Grandmaster Sexay was given a stern warning about smoking backstage. Nothing happened from it. Steve Blackman was given a stern warning about his attitude. It had a positive effect on Steve Blackman. So, yeah, so Bradshaw lost. So, like I said, one of the semifinal matches at King of the Ring will be Triple H and Kurt Angle. And that winner will either take on Farouk, Buff Bagwell, Jerry Lynn, or Yang. Lynn and Yang are going to meet on Sunday Night Heat, which will be the next show I book. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I thought Raw was going to do much better. Um, so I'll just have to up my game for SmackDown, I guess. Heat will be whatever, just whatever happens. But until the next video, everyone, peace out.